Hey guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution Tarot, and I'm here to bring you a monthly message for the sign of Leo for April 2022. Keep in mind it's general, take what you feel resonates for you, disregard the rest, go about your day, and know that no matter what messages come through, it's still up to you, your active free will, the choices you make, and the steps you take in your world to get whatever fulfillment it is you'd like to see. To me, that's personal freedom, it's personal power, and my friends, it's something that only you have because it lies at the tips of your fingers and the soles of your feet, so use this power wisely. For all my subscribers, I love you, love you, love you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being here. And if you're new, welcome to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. If you feel like it resonates and you'd like to see more, please hit subscribe, join the journey with me, hang out in my kitchen more. I'd love to have you along this ride. So before I get into the cards, I'm going to take a moment to call in Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, my team of light, my team of angels, as well as any of your spirit guides that would be here for the highest good of the entire collective to join us. I'm going to ask them to guide, guard, bless, and protect myself, this reading, and any of you who would ask for it, as well as to use me as the clearest channel possible, delivering the messages that are for the most far-reaching, but only for the highest good of all of us. Only top-notch messages here today, my friends. So I'm going to start off with the message from Life Oracle and get a little spiritual advice going forward for April. Now remember guys, this is the end of April, so it's not necessarily when, like April, it's just whatever Spirit wants to bring through this month. So they keep sending me a lot of cards. Spirit, what would you have us know? Thank you. So there's more cards again, but I'm going to take these ones. And you have at the here, Unity. They want me to take the bottom of the deck, which is Love Appears. Wow, taking my throat for that. Searching Within. I Connect with Heaven. I Am Free. First off, what I heard with the I Am Free. Guys, this is free of duality, but this is also free of the past. You have a choice and you get a chance to start over and to start fresh every single day. Now, what I heard is in terms of other people and our past, they may have different opinions on, us starting over every day, but you are free from your past. If there's something that's holding you and tying you to that, and if there's a lot of what I heard is negative projections or negative feelings attached to that, we really want to work through what these are and find ways to actively release them, because what I heard is they're actually kind of hurting our soul. They're not helping us right now. So I want to read to you I Am Free first, because this is one of the most important things. When we come to ourselves, this unity, this is maybe unity within ourselves, unity with another, but this is unity consciousness, knowing that we are all in this together, that we all have that God spark within us, that we are all creators and we are all co-creating, and that everything that we do, all of it, these reverberations that we set into motion, they affect other people around us. Spirit's really taking my throat. I connect with heaven. Spirit, I feel like before I read these cards is really saying to you, you want to connect with Spirit. Get your information from them. They're also reminding me that you want to ask for your highest good to be. The message is for your highest good. Wow. So, from now on, I am free of the duality. Just a second, guys. Okay, let's try this again. From now on, I am free of the duality, fear, judgments, and people that may prevent me from moving forward on my path to inner peace. I listen to my heart. The veil of my ego is lifted, and a new vision of my life appears to me. I am focused on my inner growth, and I remain steadfast in the energy of love. Unity says, today I become one with my inner light. I live in the present moment and stop trying to defy time. I no longer react according to my fears. There will never be a valid reason for me to stray from my own inner light. I become calm and regain a lightness of spirit as I reconnect to my inner self, center in my heart, and glow in all my divinity. Ooh, searching within, what I see is, and what I live is a mirror of my inner self. Not my outer, but my inner conditions are the source of my difficulties in life. With each of life's challenges, I search within to learn how to grow stronger. Through this self-searching, I will find the best answers and the greatest healing. I study myself and transform myself. To me, this also goes in terms of searching within when we get triggered, right? If we get upset by what someone else says, this is a really great time to come into our inner self and go, well, what was it that triggered me? Because people are going to be people, right? And especially when normally you might not take something personal, and then next thing you know, you're taking something super personal. It could just be because, again, there's a trigger within you, and there's some place where the healing needs to come in, and this is where we can pour the love into. So love appears. I do not dwell upon my pain. I stop fighting against the things that have hurt me. I rise up boldly and ask for the understanding that will free me of my duality. Through my desire to stay in the light of my being, God will send his helping angels so that love and peace will find their way to me. Stay in the light, my friends. Keep that light to yourself as well. Don't stray too far from your own truth, and remember as well that you hold that divinity in you. So when you're finding yourself surrounded by people who may be judging you or judging yourself, or again even like catching yourself in these points of duality, you are able to free yourself of this. And to be honest, what I heard is there's a lot of situations happening that once you free yourself from them, not only are you going to find a lot more love for yourself, but there is something in the universe kind of in queue. It's waiting to come in, but something is still too full here. It needs to be released before you can have this. It reminds me of my mom when I was younger. Would be like, I loved shoes, still do. But I would buy way too many, and she'd be like, look, you can't buy any more shoes unless you're going to throw a pair out. So that was heartbreaking too. It's so hard to throw shoes out. But what I would do was throw out the crappy broken flip-flops, right? A pair of shoes can still get more. But it's kind of like there's not enough room in your closet for another pair of shoes. You got to get rid of the broken stuff so that something new and fantabulous can come in its place. So I have the messages from the Mermaid Oracle. My battery is pretty low, so I'm going to try and wrap this up quickly. I feel like the messages are coming through as they're supposed to. For some of you, with my throat hurting like that, I'm going to take the bottom two as gratitude. Let's be grateful for every experience and every person that we have in our world and every day that we get to breathe on this green earth. Memories. Gentleness. I love this. It's like Aquaman. Love and waiting. For some of you guys, what I heard is the dualities that need to be released as well are ideas concerning gender identity or sex. We'll call it different because your gender is what you do, right? Your gender is how you portray yourself. But there's this idea of social construct that men can't express their feelings or that it's not socially acceptable to them. There's a real importance here, and this goes back to me about duality, to release that in thinking that this masculine energy can't be gentle. Because this masculine energy needs to be gentle. There needs to be, for some of you, you may be really, I heard like lovelorn, or may really be thinking about somebody right now. Some of the things that may be triggering you as well are memories, are holding on to memories, and this is really questioning ourselves on what memories are we holding, what are we telling our story of. Spirit's asking us to focus on the love that we have for ourselves as well as the world around us, and to come back to, again, this idea of unity consciousness, that everything, everyone, it's all connected. So the energy that we're putting out, these, again, like I said, the reverberations, they're going to connect with someone. They're showing me a puddle, okay, a bunch of puddles. And if a bunch of people are standing around a puddle and, you know, you throw a little rock in and it goes, choo, 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 and the next person does it, and then it starts rippling out. But these ripples are going to intersect. And it's important on what is that ripple, because for most of us, this ripple is just a little ripple. But for someone, it may be a friggin' tidal wave and more than they can stand. You may be waiting as well for something to come into fruition, and Spirit's just, again, I heard like asking you just to stay in gratitude, to live in love, and to live in gentleness, to be gentle with yourself, but also with the people around you, because like I said, with these reverberations, it may have been just a little ripple for you, but when it attaches to someone else's ripple, this thing becomes something so unbearable to them. So you have the Queen of Wands that came out in the reverse. The Hermit's on the bottom. I'm going to flip the Queen of Wands over and just kind of get the Hermit that flew out in the reverse now. So some of you could be Virgo that you're dealing with. This Queen of Wands could be a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. I think this comes down to, give me a little bit more clarity, please. Thank you. Page of Cups is here. To me, this kind of comes down to, with her in the reverse, I don't like that. Queen of Wands. Into Queen of Cups right away. The Knights. It's the Kings, the Queens. Cups. Wands. What I've heard is, for some of it, is to avoid being shallow, to avoid being too reactive as well, and to watch how and what we're saying to people, even though this is Wands, because it's very passionate. And when it's in the reverse, what I heard is sometimes this could be people not getting their own way. We are really being asked to stay in gentleness. We are really being asked to make sure that, for some of us, this love, what I heard is, this reminds me, even though it's not water, reminds me kind of Scorpio energy, where somebody may feel a little bit worried of love or worried to engage in this because they're used to being manipulated. So this, to me, is where it's like we want to offer love. We may have to really figure out parts of us that are allowing that codependent behavior to happen, and searching within us to figure out, our own truth. And kind of what I heard is there's gaslighting or something, like just to try and move those energies out, because again, they're holding space for what's meant to come in, so we don't want to keep them here anymore. And this could be when you really start to understand insights and diving deep into your psyche and your soul. Listen to what it has to say. Offer love to the people in your world. See, we have Devil in reverse here on the bottom. That's that getting out of codependency energy as well, and searching within. So I feel like with this Unity card showing up again, it brings back again to stop trying to defy time. Live in this moment. Many of you could be still kind of stuck with memories. This could be childhood memories. This could be memories of people that you loved who did treat you right, coming out of someone who didn't. This could also be kind of like the memories of this people who haven't treated you right, and how it's really clouded your judgment and allowed you to stay with people in situations who just weren't worth your time, or they weren't worthy of you. So situations that have happened, they may have caused a lot of hurt, and this is where Spirit's like, okay, but this is the place where healing can come in now. For some of you, what I heard is, because she's holding pictures, especially if it's something really traumatic, or if it's like a person in your world who's really hurt you, some of you may want to burn some stuff. Okay? Even if it is just letters, or if it's something from someone who has truly hurt you and you were holding on to this, there is something that needs to be released here. And again, I feel like this is doing it in gentleness. And you also have here, there's a shark up here. Quiet strength. With waiting as well, it almost feels like to me is that you know if you're going through some stuff right now, it's not the right time to look for love. It's not the right time to invite it in. Sometimes if that's when we're going to get it. But there could be a period of waiting here because Spirit's saying again, we know you got some soul searching to do. We know you got some healing to do. Healing of ages in the bottom, all tied up in the reverse. I think that with that all tied up, this speaks to me of communication as well, though. And this could even just be within yourself, right? Communication with yourself. You have broken heart and envy in the reverse. You may have had someone as well, like again with this Queen of Wands energy, kind of manipulative, who made you feel jealous, who made you feel less than, and all of the things and everything that happened. I heard like a true narcissist, okay? Some of you may even just be kind of going through like narcissistic abuse recovery, trying to recover who you are, reclaim yourself, and get all of that twisted thinking out of your brain. What I heard and what I want to say is, don't be so hard on yourself if you have been through that. These are learning experiences. And what I also want to say, especially if you have been with a true narcissist, that they can seem so cold and so emotionless. And the thing is, it doesn't matter whether you go to this person and try and plead your case, but look, you broke me, you hurt me, why won't you apologize? They're never going to, okay? And if they do, I don't believe it's sincere. So I think you're being given this wonderful choice to move away from something from the past and to open your arms up to a future that is full of love. It just means that before we get that, we have to erase our brain and what we thought love was, because this idea and this picture we painted on what love was, hell no, that wasn't love. Something wonderful and magnificent is in store for you. Just keep that faith within you. And again, connect with your angels, connect with your spirit guides, ask for guidance and direction, because that's what they're here for, to help us, to protect us, to help guide us on our way. And you are free, my friends, of the people and duality and fear and judgments that prevent you from moving forward to your inner peace. Nobody is worth that inner peace. Nobody has a right to take that from you, or to steal that from you, or to try and manipulate it out of you, my friends. So remember, you are free, that it doesn't matter if someone else is jealous about what you got and they try and tear you down. Shine like a motherfucking star in a sun like you are, because the light that you have to offer this world, other people might, like I said, try and tear it down because they're a little jealous. My friends, let them watch and envy, because your magnificence it's hidden for long enough. It's time to shine. That's the message I have. I hope it resonates. I love you all, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.